What's good? What's good? It's your boy Rockstar. It's your boy Rockstar. Come to you humbly out of respect for life and life itself. Let's dig in.
Honestly, Steph gives me $80,000 every month for our family expenses. And no, I'm not out here blowing it all on scented candles or matching aprons. I manage that money with purpose because it supports three key parts of our lives. First, our home and kids, that's about $30,000. Steph's constantly traveling, so I make sure our home stays grounded. The fridge is stocked. You know I love to cook. The kids are in their activities and everything runs smoothly. Second, Steph. He may not talk about it, but the pressure he's under, around $25,000 goes to keeping him mentally and physically strong. Think recovery tools, therapy, nutrition, whatever he needs to keep being his best. And then there's me. About $15,000 goes into living, travel, girls' nights, hosting, wellness time. I believe in loving fiercely without losing yourself. I need to recharge too. And let's be real, I'm not just Steph's wife. I run my own brands, restaurants.
I'll wait.
And Sweet July.
So I watched the video and it was pretty alarming. You know, as a degree psychologist, you know, I tell people you know, my grandfather used to tell me, learn to listen and listen and learn. You let a person talk long enough, they'll tell on themselves every time. First off, I don't know why people are so open with their personal life to the world. You know, for me, I'm a married man. Man, it's a lot of things that's just private. It's not everybody's business. Now, I don't hold that against them either. That's not a strike. Okay. You have a right, and there is plenty of justifications for you to open up to your expensive lifestyle. There's nothing wrong with it. You know what I'm saying? You know. But what got me was you felt the need to let everybody know that you're not just Steph's wife. That told us a lot. Now, keep in mind, you already had went viral because when you had made the statement about, you know, you're alone, or you know what I'm saying, you want to be alone and stuff like that. You made that, you want attention. You was jealous of your husband's attention, and you were saying you want attention from other men. That was a bombshell. But then you do this interview, and then you just had to let it know that, you know, you're not just Steph's wife. Well, you are just Steph Curry's wife. And the fact that you felt the need to separate your identity from being Steph Curry's wife is a red flag. I'm a married man, and my wife is very content with just being Rock's wife. I say that to say this. I tell people this all the time. You ain't got to marginalize nobody or talk down on somebody or tell nobody down to embrace yourself. If you gotta marginalize somebody to value yourself or to sell yourself, then there's some hidden issues going on. There's a problem with you. There's a level of insecurity that exists in you. And it also lets people know that there's some jealousy going on. You're jealous of your husband. Let's just keep that a beam. Let's keep it a grain. Let's keep it real. She's jealous of her husband. And that's not cool. You get an $80,000 a month just so you can be Steph Curry's wife. I'm going to say this again. You get $80K a month just to be Steph Curry's wife. But somewhere down the line, you felt it was very important for you to let the world know that you are not just Steph Curry's wife. That's a hell of a red flag. That's one hell of a red flag. Let me do the math. That's $1 million a year. So your husband is paying you $1 million a year just to be his wife. But that ain't enough for you. What he pays you a month is more than what most women make a year anywhere in the world. But you're not just Steph Curry's wife. And then when you really think about the energy she gave off in the video, she gave off the energy as if he's nothing without you. Like everything that you do is more valuable than what he does to even afford you the lifestyle that you and your kids are living. For $1 million a year, a woman ought to be happy to wash your drawers by hand. You know, there's a thin line. There's a saying it's a thin line between humble and arrogance. Anytime you find yourself or you find somebody treading that line, it's time for it's time for some space. It's time to audit your character. It's time to do a self-audit. Whenever you get that line, you get close to that line, because you're supposed to be, you shouldn't be too close to either side of that line. You shouldn't be too far. You shouldn't be too close. But when you start treading that line, it's not good, because you'll slip and fall on the other side. And that'd be the wrong side. But then what do you expect? We got women out here leaving relationships, very successful relationships, where money's not a problem, the kid's not a problem, infidelity's not the problem, respect's not the problem. They leaving just because they're not happy. But hey, at the end of the day, I'm just reporting. It ain't my business. If they happy, if they dynamics is cool, cool. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we never know what's going on behind the doors. I'm sure some things was checked. I give Steph Curry a high level of masculinity rating. So, but whatever the case is, man, they're a beautiful couple, man. They got beautiful kids. Congrats to Steph Curry, man. He just doing his thing, man. Ain't got in trouble one time, no drama. You know what I mean? I respect his relationship he have with God and his faith. You know what I mean? So best of luck to you and your family, my brother. Peace. Also, don't forget, please like and subscribe. Leave your thoughts in the comments. I want to know what you think about this too. You know what I mean? Am I tripping? Am I right? Am I kind of off? Let me know. I'm open to your comments.